Be advised, mature content ahead. This podcast is brought to you ad-free thanks to the Legion of Demons at patreon.com/NOTLP. If you like what you hear, there's much more at patreon.com/NOTLP. Join the Legion. That's patreon.com/NOTLP. And now the show.
How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
So I didn't want to do this, but I was told I had to do this. Terror Town. I'm just kidding. Hi, listeners.
We had this ridiculously, like, before we recorded, like, for some reason it mattered when we brought up what, and then I was too much for me to handle.
Anyway.
Some of us want to have professionalism,
Right.
and some of us want to just be free for all, and it's a give and take. It's a push and pull.
Some of those are contained within the same person.
It's a hug of war.
I'm contained. I contain
a
multitudes.
hug of war.
It's Bubble Bobble. It's Ghosts and Goblins.
Bubble.
Oh, Ghosts and Goblins. That was a fun, hard game.
Great game.
Yeah.
Such a great game. The Mario of Ghosts and Goblins, but harder, as you say.
The Mario of Ghosts and Goblins?
Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers
Yeah.
of Spooky.
Well, the game Ghosts and Goblins is his own thing.
You say?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the game Ghosts and Goblins is like the Mario
of Spooky. Oh, okay. Because it sounded like you were saying the Mario of Ghosts and Goblins. It sounded like you were just saying the name of the game again and putting Mario in front of it.
I like the idea that is what was happening.
Like when people say it's the Rolls Royce of automobiles.
Yes.
It would be
talking
funny
about a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Friday, why did you do Trump fingers when you did that? You like Rolls Royce.
Because whenever I talk about anything
and you did Trump fingers.
you gotta do Trump fingers.
It's the best video game.
You know, it always looks like he's trying to pull a hair out of a taffy. That's what I imagine that gesture is. He's trying very hard to get like a long blonde hair out of a piece of saltwater taffy before he eats it.
Well, I'm glad everybody knew what I meant when I said Trump fingers. Like everybody knows what Trump fingers are, right?
Yeah, real tiny little baby fingers on little tiny hands.
Well, they're big meaty hands,
little tiny,
but they're little tiny fingers on big meaty hands, which is the worst combo.
I know you're the one.
Yeah. Let me go out. Anyway, it's news-ish and listener feedback-ish. Debris, certainly.
Yes.
So welcome to this show. It's loosey-goosey in the sky with diamonds.
Yeah, it's kind of like a free topic cannon for everybody.
Yeah,
it is, except
haunt season's kicking
without
off.
being focused.
What are you doing?
I said haunt season's kicking off, and then I smile real big.
Oh, is that your segue to Terror Town, Friday?
No, not necessarily.
I won't allow
your
it.
super organic segue.
Yeah. Or you know what else? Halloween stores are open.
Have you been in
They're
one?
getting there.
No. Well, do you count the stores at Terror Town as Halloween stores?
I guess because they're only open during
Did
Halloween.
you guys go to the outlet mall at Terror Town?
Yes.
Like, they have an outlet mall there?
They have little shops. It's just like its own real town.
So out
Little
Are there
shops
scary
of horror.
shops? Yeah. Oh, Zawo. I wish I thought of that.
So, listeners, you may remember from that last Halloween before the pandemic happened,
You might.
we went to a haunt that does extreme shit to you. We got covered in blood. We got pushed to the ground and fake.
You drank Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
You ate Doritos.
We held really far right or left political beliefs,
All
but
of
only
those
during the
things.
haunt.
And it was real crazy. Well, we went back. It's called Terror Town. It's out in Williamsburg, Ohio, which if you're from where we are in Cincinnati, it's almost an hour away. But a very pleasant drive if it isn't pouring ass rain.
Yeah, and Andy took the lead on this when they invited us. So thank you for that, Andy.
Oh yeah, and thank you to Terrortown for reaching out to us. It was very nice.
Yeah.
And
I didn't go.
Kelley did not go. Kelley, I'm hoping one of these years you can go to one of these with us.
This doesn't sound like my jam in any way,
I
shape, or
don't
form.
see
Even
him-
if my foot was perfectly healthy and I was like running around, I don't like that.
Well, so
Fair enough.
the experience at Terrortown is that it's like an old West town. They even have like, the building facades and food and drink and a fake jail, church and shit. And then they tell you stories throughout the night while you're there. So while you're having something to eat and shopping in these cute little shops where they have all kinds of funky shit.
Well, I might like that part of it.
There's
You can go and not do the trail, Kelley. You'll be fine with that.
Oh yeah, that I'd be cool
there's like
with.
a pop-up stories happening.
Well,
telling
the
you
creator of it gave this. It was like a soft open for media, and like he kind of explained that they were focusing on there being a through line, a big story that connects the entire experience.
Yeah.
Which was a neat concept, which we've seen other haunts attempt to, but there's always little wonky pieces that don't fit. And it felt like, they're kind of figuring that out.
They throw Freddy Krueger in always for some reason. You can't build your own story and then throw Freddy Krueger in and then a dragon.
Right.
Not a
Exactly.
dragon.
That makes sense.
I would love that though. A haunt with Freddy Krueger and a dragon. Come
Freddy
on.
Krueger riding a dragon.
Yeah.
I think that one, we went to one that I believe had both of those.
Probably. I don't doubt that for a moment. We've been to a lot of haunts over the years.
Well, so you can experience everything at Terrortown without being covered in fake blood.
You have options.
You can stay pristine
Yeah.
if you want.
Kelley, do you like random gunshots? Because you're gonna get them.
Yeah.
I don't hate them, I guess.
It'll
Very
startle
loud
the shit
bangs.
out of you.
I think there's a cannon.
I think it made a brand friend Brandon Boone was with us, and he, if you don't listen to the No Sleep podcast, you should. By the way, Brandon does the music for that, and it's awesome. But he was there with us, and he looked very nervous the entire time. I mean, I don't think he was at ease.
Fake guns.
Yeah, like the shotguns sound like a bomb going off.
I think it's on purpose. It's to like get you on edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely on purpose. It's calculated.
Well, I appreciate the thing you're going for, but in this political climate, just random gunshots are not the best thing to hear.
Yeah, well, yeah, you feel, but
These-
as
as
long
a
as you know
city
what you're
folk,
getting into when
I'm
you
a little
go.
freaked out.
Yeah. Like I know, if you know, it's important to expect
Yeah.
that you're going to hear
Loud noises.
And if you choose the option to do the red wristband, that you're going to have an Andy, boy howdy, he got his red wristbands worth out of.
He got red wristbanded.
Hard.
We were all wearing the red wristband at this point.
There was one difference between what we were wearing though and what Andy was wearing. Andy was.
Oh, you're victim blaming.
It was nothing.
Andy was wearing all white.
He showed up in all white because he knew.
Yeah. So they approached me. We were getting food. They were also testing the food.
We were getting corn dogs.
Yeah, we went to get corn dogs, and we're standing there, and they're dropping fresh fries. So, man, I live a charmed life, is all I'm going to say. They're like, we're going to put some fries down. Hope you don't mind. In fact, I prefer it. So they start the fresh fries up. Fresh french fries, and crinkle cut. And
The French fries were fresh?
The French fries were fresh and crinkle cut. And
The freshest of French fries?
the widow character approaches me, and this is part of the story in the town. There's this man who is comes back as like a zombie as part of this funeral scene, and the widow character approaches us. Well, and she says, "Can you come with me a moment?" Or someone. Actually, I think I got a handoff to the widow character from a non-character.
Yeah, it was like a handler or something.
Right. So they did. It wasn't like I was. I think the thing would be you would be interacting with the widow in character. But the can you come with us? And I'm like, I wasn't stealing anything. I swear. I'm like, I felt like I was being called into the security office, and but it was okay because they took me over and they're like, your friend in white over there, we're gonna fuck him up. And I was like, well, he loves being fucked up, so I guess we're gonna do this thing. And I got to test their new system where you can take a warrant out on somebody.
Oh.
And Andy and I had by the way, Andy, I will concede that I think you are correct about brioche being a denser bread.
Denser
Thank
than,
you.
I mean,
I'll let you
than
soak
what?
that up. That I was wrong.
It is a dense bread. What
See,
did you think brioche was?
I felt like brioche to me felt like a lighter fluff. Like it felt like a lighter bun for my hamburger than like what I normally would use.
They fought over
yeah,
the
the opposite of
density
that.
of
But,
brioche, Andy and Freddie, all the way to the fucking haunt.
You got to think about this. Objectively,
big deal.
you're
He's-
correct, Andy. Objectively, you're correct.
He's admitting it.
I was wrong, but I also do use an uncommonly dense bun.
Bullying works.
So
I'm a bread bully.
So I took my warrant out on Andy for crimes against bread, which the townsfolk turned into him fucking bread.
Yeah, he was masturbating
Yeah.
with bread.
And
Why wouldn't you be?
yeah,
It's
what it's there
delicious.
for.
Yeah.
So
It's
the
so soft.
The video's up on all our socials, right, of what happened when Andy got.
yeah. How much of the video did you post, Andy?
It's whatever you sent me, that 5-minute clip, I think.
Oh, okay, great.
There's the
Yeah, you can see the whole thing.
The whole interaction, my whole persecution and trial.
Yeah. And at this point, well, then another character tries to wrestle me into a mud puddle, and I'm like, and I'm getting older, you know. So, and this is my last extreme haunt, I think. So I was just like, I'm taking this off because I was like, no, thank you, and I kind of like try to pull out, you know. I mean, they really were. He tried to take my legs out from under me. And,
I couldn't handle that.
I gave him the slip, and then I went to Amy, and my sister went with us. Hi, Chrissy, if you hear this.
She's never listened
She's never
to
heard
the
this show. Never once heard this.
16 years, your own sister.
My own sister.
She said sorry.
It's probably okay.
She finally admitted it.
Well, I mean, I figured she had never listened. I mean, like, I
don't-
really did. I don't.
Yeah, I
expect
don't
her
care
to.
if you don't listen. I don't care if nobody listens to our show.
Yeah, I feel like you would have known if she had, because she would
Right.
have like at some point by now
Yeah.
she would have mentioned something that happened on
Something
the
would have come
show.
up. Right.
Yeah.
I don't like to pressure anybody.
I don't like to
listen
pressure
anything.
either. I prefer people don't listen that I know.
Ironically,
outside of this community.
I'll pressure people to watch a movie someone else made or a song someone else wrote, but I don't like to pressure people to participate in something I'm responsible for, because then it just blows up in your face.
Under pressure.
So
But,
you took your bracelet off.
Took my bracelet off, and I was looking at him. I said, "I'm taking this off. I just
was
want
so
you to
happy
know I'm
you did
taking this
that.
off." I said, "Because I don't want to twist my back tonight."
I was so happy. I was like, thank you. Took mine off. Your sister was
Yeah.
like, yep, we're
And
not doing this.
At this point, Andy looks like human Neapolitan ice cream. There's a layer of red along the top from the blood. There's a streak of white remaining in his shirt, and then he's just covered. They just shoveled just dirt out of the ground onto him while he's in
Well,
the
because it had
stockade.
poured rain right when we
Yeah.
got there. So there was so much mud, and they used it.
They really used
They
it.
would just put him in the puddle, and then they would jump up and down next to him.
Is there a layer of sherbet anywhere?
Oh,
Did it hurt,
no.
Andy?
When I fell out of heaven?
Yeah.
Oh no. It was more like maybe I like humiliation, but that was
think you
fine.
might.
It was more about the little dirt clumps that just shoveled out the ground and threw on my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, dirt's heavy, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't
Well,
know,
it's rock.
It's
When
not
it's
like
wet,
cotton candy.
sodden. It
Yeah.
has like the water weight and the dirt.
So after all this, including what looked like they were trying to drown you in that puddle at one point, but Andy was like, "No, I'm going to keep my wristband on," and he took one of ours and put it on his other hand.
Yep.
And then he was like, "Wah!" It was like he was like doing self-hazing.
You really did, Andy. Like,
Or was he just a warrior? Was
He
that
was
like
a
his like?
warrior. He was a warrior.
He was like, "Bring on the worst you have. I will take it."
I was
Yeah.
really proud of you, Andy, because you led our whole group, which was like mostly strangers, through the trail. The haunted
Yeah, that
trail.
was like I think I was the part I didn't like, just talking to strangers.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate that they
And
put strangers with me.
And having them interact with strangers, and they're trying to banter with me, and I'm just trying to get the mud out my eyes. I'm like, just let me be, you strangers.
They were perfectly nice strangers.
Yeah,
but
they were
I'm
nice
trying
strangers,
to
but-
stay in the mood of this haunted trail, and I don't want to
Yeah,
talk to
and
the
plus-
old man behind me.
When you're in like a haunted house, you want to stay with your friends and not,
Right.
crowd around strangers.
right.
But that was whatever. That's just my own personal issues.
Yeah, I mostly don't speak when I go through a haunt. I like to soak up like the craftsmanship and the performances and all that stuff.
They do such a good job here of the set design of the trail.
Yeah, they do.
It's so dark too. Like it's hard to see it in some spots, and you're outside.
I think our experience
Big
suffered
field.
from the rain a lot though, after we were there the whole night from the beginning to the very end, and we were speaking to a couple of the cast members who played the widow and her fiance who played, was he the sheriff?
He was the guy that I think clumped dirt on Andy's head.
Yeah, and
Sheriff Dirt Clump.
super sweet. Like both of them were really really great, and
they have a love story of their own there.
They met at the haunt, which I thought was really sweet.
And they got engaged at the haunt, and they're going to get married at the haunt. It was so very heartwarming.
Never going to leave.
What if they're
haunt.
ghosts?
I thought it would be a beautiful.
They're going to raise children at the haunt.
Out in the field with this, like at sunset, you can get some beautiful pictures.
Well, it was eerie because we had lightning out over those same fields. Like we're walking through. Oh, by the way, the mosquitoes were a nightmare. If you go,
well, that's why you don't normally your
bug
haunts.
spray.
You wait a few more weeks into September when the mosquitoes are starting to die. I guess.
But anyways, like parts of this suffered from the rain. There are things, and I know this from the prior trip we did, that it being dry would have really kind of livened up what happens in the actual town portion of the show. And it also, I think, caused some, their way, obviously you wanted the sun to be down to start the actual trail itself. But some things so they had to I think they had to pivot and call an audible as far as like what they were doing.
Yeah, this was just like a soft opening. But when we went in 2019, that was our first year, and we had
it was awesome.
Amazing time.
Yeah, so I have no doubt that I think once this is a hard open, once they get hard, I think it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Another thing, they had Ari Lehman's band First Jason performing live there, which was fun. He played the guitar.
Yeah.
And it said, I don't know if this actually ended up happening or not, but on the schedule they had.
I don't think it did.
They were screening the original Friday the 13th, and Ari Lehman was going to do a commentary on it. But
I think the rain rained that out.
Yeah, I think the rain might have screwed that up. But
stupid goddamn rain.
It was a good experience. The people that run it are super cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a family affair. I know the first year we went.
I love that there's little kids that are working in the haunt.
They're cute too.
Little kids in the haunts. They're just so low to the ground. They freak me out.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, kids are small.
Shut up. You know what I mean. Anyway.
But
Terror Town, Williamsburg, Ohio. That's
thank you for inviting us, guys.
Yeah. It's haunt season almost.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. We've all forgotten that COVID exists, right? So we're going to be haunting it up. Sure.
And I felt like I recognized, like we had met, well, we saw the man who writes the story and everything, the owner of the park, I presume, too. And I remember meeting, I think, his wife at the ticket booth the first year we went. I'm not sure if I saw you, is what I'm saying is, if we saw each other, like, I think I know you. I'm sorry that I didn't just say, are you so-and-so? Because I can't remember anybody's names, because that's how my brain works. It doesn't.
Yeah. You should have just pointed and said, I know you.
I know you.
Real loud.
But yeah, it was fun.
I sincerely believe that you think you met her before, but knowing you.
No telling.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say anything. Because I've done that before. The guy from Cincinnati Improv or whatever, OTR. Well, anyways, I could have sworn I'd met that guy before, and I was like, hey. And he's like, I swear to you, we've never met. I'm like, are you sure? So I pushed it on that because I didn't immediately go. Of course,
are you talking about the Frogman?
No. It was the guy who runs the actual OTR Improv.
Oh, the runner of it.
The guy who does the running Forrest Gump.
I got you.
Running.
So check out our social media, because Andy put up some fun pics, and you can see how gross he got. Oh, and then he had to strip naked in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, if you do decide to go to Terror Town and you partake in the Red Wrist experience, please bring some sheets or towels to put in your car.
That was
or
really
change
smart.
your clothes, even better.
Yeah.
Because I told Andy, I'm like, I just wipe the car out, man. It'd be no big deal. But
he was filthy.
It was like as dirty as we got the first time. This was like a lot. This felt like a lot more.
Yeah. You nasty.
You got a little too confident with your leather seats there. Like, no wipe
I
off.
did.
And then we stopped at White Castle on the way home. And then I realized, did the drive-through guy see the naked man in my back seat?
They thought you were doing an OnlyFans thing.
He wasn't totally naked. He was wearing his little Lord of the Rings panties.
You're right.
Yeah. Amy, and it's also Saturday night at like 1 o'clock at White Castle.
Yep.
He's seen weirder.
Saturday night. Ain't got nobody.
Dude, I love White Castle.
I wish you didn't as much
I
as you
used
do.
to, but then I had them when I got home, and the next day, bam! I was muddier than the night before.
Oh my God.
Did they really?
I don't think I can eat White Castle anymore.
Oh no, Andy! They didn't even have cheese on them.
I put cheese on it, but maybe that's why. Maybe it's because I put my own cheese on it.
Well, you're lactose intolerant. Remember, Andy?
He does not.
Well, it seems like I forget every time I have cheese. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm like Memento with cheese.
You need to write. You need to take a bunch of Polaroids of cheese and hang them up on your mirror in your bedroom for when you wake up every day.
I need to tattoo it on my body. Don't eat cheese.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else going on?
I am so happy that I heard the story of your trip to the soft opening of the regional haunt in Williamsburg, Ohio, Terrortown.
Thank you.
The sincerity.
You're so...
I still think soft opening is hilarious. You know? Because of like buttholes and...
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
The people it kills get up and kill.
Remember, human beings are their food.
Or even like Jello.
I brought my reading glasses today. I brought them with me.
Yes.
I remembered not to leave them at home.
Woo!
So
I'm getting pretty excited about that.
y'all ready for some news?
Are you broadcasting from a remote bunker? You're in a different spot.
It's not that remote.
Oh, okay.
He's not
It's
in a
a
different
little
spot.
remote.
Did you get a new camera?
I got a new camera.
That's
I got
what
a
it
new
is.
camera, and the camera's in a new spot.
I'm with you now.
I got an external web interweb World Wide Web based camera because previously, here the listeners, you're going to be glad that this happened. I use my laptop. I close it. I keep it closed at all times, and then I just have outboard stuff that I like an outboard keyboard and mouse,
like a boat monitors.
Engine. Mm-hmm.
It's exactly like a boat engine, but for a MacBook. And but previously, I had to turn my laptop and open it to use the camera. So first of all, you're always looking at me from the side.
True.
Which is weird. And also, I just hated having to turn it because things inevitably would come unplugged. It would just be a big pain in my ass. So now I'm very happy to have purchased a web camera that I can just balance on the top of my screen.
Yeah, and it'll make your OnlyFans a lot easier too.
Yeah, it sure has already. Yeah, it has already.
You can move it anywhere.
People,
you can stand above it.
Get ready. Get ready.
Freddie just like ran and left the room. I think everything's okay. It's probably just chimichanga related. You can go, Kelley.
Well, so here's some news that I just found. Lucky McKee, whose films, who at least one of whom's films I really enjoy, has a movie coming out called Old Man.
Take a look at your life.
And it's starring, you'll remember this guy, Stephen Lang.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy from, I didn't know him from Don't Breathe.
Tough Old Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Yeah.
He had a moment. Remember, Stephen Lang was like in everything. He was in that Conan movie with Jason Momoa.
Don't
he played
Breathe.
the wizard.
Yeah.
He's in Don't Breathe.
Oh, he was in Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Deja vu. He's a military.
Was it a chimichanga related errand?
It was.
Oh, okay.
I was heating up the oven.
Go on, Andy. I'm sorry.
No.
So
he plays a lot of military people.
He was in Don't Breathe too.
He's like a tough old dude.
He's a coot.
So, God damn it. Why do I have to hit continue reading? Can you just fucking like put the text here? Okay. So this movie is called Old Man. I said that already.
Correct.
I'm an old man.
How fitting. It's starring Kelley Kombrinck.
And let's see. This is terrible. It looks like someone Rue Films. No, RLIE Films. Sorry. Early. They bought a bunch of movies from Lucky McKee.
Okay.
And this one
I pictured him selling them out of the trunk of his car when you said that.
So it's a lost hiker comes across an erratic old man, and he lives in the woods. Oh, I have seen another Lucky McKee movie called The Woods. I didn't really like it. Anyway,
he was in Don't Breathe. Stephen Lang.
I think
something about an unimaginable nightmare. Anyway, it looks like it might be cool.
I'm assuming Stephen Lang is playing the old man.
He's the old man.
That would be my guess. Yeah. Listener, do you feel like
take a look at your life.
that something strange is going on right now? Like time and space are bending
in your neighborhood.
Each other.
In what respect?
Is it because of the way I'm reading things?
Oh, the conversation. Yeah, the conversation's a mess.
Yes.
Listen, what we're doing here is avant-garde art, and we're trying to take you into this world where you feel unsettled, like everything is topsy-turvy and you don't know, and it's all
like
just
cosmic horror.
This is all it is. This what listeners, I'm going to let you in on the fourth wall, or is this part of the cosmic horror? Is it part of the reality? Is it part of the story? Is that we write all of this? This is all intricately scripted and rehearsed and directed. Like everything I'm saying right now has been written on a page for at least 4 years, just waiting.
Then before test audiences.
In the script vault.
It's supposed to give you the sense of your widowed father trying to read one of your mother's recipes to you over the phone. And he's like, hold on, let me get my glasses. Well, this one has a cup of Stephen Lang, 2 tablespoons of Lucky McKee. And I can't read your mother's handwriting, but I'm pretty sure it says something about intestines.
What if I'm keto and I can't use Stephen Lang as our replacements?
Yeah, just almond flour.
What's that one dude?
You can use Steven Seagal instead.
He was in Pontypool. What's his name?
You can use Stephen McHattie. Any Stephen.
There you go.
Stephen McHattie.
Any Stephen will do.
Yeah,
you can substitute any Stephen.
Here's some news.
Okay.
R.I.P. Anne Heche.
Oh yeah.
What a horrible way to go.
Mm-hmm.
We already said Ku Gulager.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
Laughing.
It's a very strange way that you're doing this.
You're just like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about being dead and all. It's a real bummer. Anyways, let me look over here.
Joe Turkel has also died.
You guys just sat there in silence. Like, I'm just gonna let that go by.
I'm having a moment of silence. Well, I did say that Anne Heche's death was horrible, and it was a horrible way to go.
I know.
All of the news is people dying.
Yeah,
we shouldn't be laughing during the memoriam section.
I'm sorry.
The artist who drew The Long Halloween died.
Oh, Amy's reading that.
I was.
Well,
she quit. She said his stuff wasn't up to snuff.
No, I just wasn't. It was
and that was the day he died.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to make light.
Amy, your power.
So. Oh, there's another. Oh no, it's not.
He's like, that person's going to die next week. He read ahead.
Well, God, everybody died. Oh, maybe that's just what's... Anyway, I don't have much other news beyond that. Nothing's really going on. I will give you this bit of news. I thought Prey was amazing.
I can't wait to watch it. You got to see Predator 2 still, Amy.
I don't know if I need to. I'm going to say something bold. I thought Prey was a better movie than the original Predator.
I've heard that from other people.
By leaps and bounds. I love Predator also. Just so you know, I'm not Predator negative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very Predator positive, but Prey.
No, you tested positive for it?
He tested positive for Predator.
Yeah, you got to isolate for a couple of days.
That was a home test, though.
Okay.
I never did go out and get the PCR.
He could just have critters or gremlins.
But it's so good, and unless you don't like it, and then you'll have to say it wasn't. But I thought it was really, really good. Yeah, I was riveted and compelled.
Yeah,
and I appreciated what they did with it. I appreciated the direction and the storytelling and where they chose to focus the weight of the narrative, and it's just really good.
Did you watch that last one, that real bad one? I think it was just called The Predator.
I haven't. The Shane Black one?
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
I have not seen Predators. I have not seen The Predator.
I didn't hate Predators, but The Predator is real bad. Real bad.
Do they understand that this is what they do to a person? Okay, Hollywood. This is what you've done. Now when I want to talk about all the Predator movies, I got to go Predators and The Predator.
We had the same problem
and the Peep-a-Poo.
with Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and The New Beginning. Remember, we get those mixed up to this day.
I'm just saying, help us.
Well, wouldn't The New Beginning come after the final chapter?
Yeah, it's the content of the movies we mix up.
A New Beginning is the final chapter's
Little Tommy Jarvis.
Little Tommy Jarvis. A New Beginning
Medium
is
Tommy
the
Jarvis.
Kids.
Yeah.
Is it Medium Tommy Jarvis where they live in the home?
Yeah, then you get a large Tommy Jarvis, and
which is the best
6.
one. No, the second best one
of the series. You mean? Mm-hmm. Anyways,
I think that's news.
Shudder's doing 61 Days of Halloween, which I think they did last year too. But they're going to have a new movie.
I could not participate in that.
That's asking a lot of us.
Yeah.
Starts on September 30, I believe.
I will try to do 31.
Or August, maybe.
You said they're showing a new movie every day. That makes it easier for everybody.
Well, yeah, you don't have to make a decision.
Yeah, because my problem was that I was like, what do I watch now? And
Yeah.
then I just got lazy and said it was too hard to think. Mm-hmm. Thinking is hard, guys.
Yeah.
On that same tip, in case you're like, what could possibly keep me from watching some of these movies in August? Murder Tapes has added new episodes.
I do love the Murder Tapes.
We do watch
2 entire new seasons, and it's dope. True crime show.
Dope.
If you want to watch
It's
something that's
super
not
dope.
new, instead of watching a new Murder Tapes, you could watch an episode of Thriller, the English series is very similar to Alfred Hitchcock Presents. You can watch that.
Like the old one?
Yeah, the Pluto. It's on Pluto TV. And Amy and I just saw a great episode called Double Murder, I think. Or Double Murdered.
I only watched a little bit of it.
It was real good. It's a great
Pluto
show.
Pluto TV isn't a planet anymore.
No, it's just an
TV.
Well, no, it is again. Isn't it?
No.
Didn't Pluto
It's an
get
ice
status
giant.
back?
It's an ice giant, right?
You're an
What
ice
is
giant.
the current status of Pluto?
He still belongs to Mickey Mouse.
Pluto has been officially demoted from its status as a planet.
There you go.
There you go. Still demoted.
It was called into the Galaxy's office, and they took away its badge and sidearm.
Well, there's a great Brian Regan bit, if you ever want to go look it up, about Pluto being called into the office.
Oh, really?
Oh,
of what is
Freddie.
and isn't a planet.
Parallel thinking.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's real funny.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
I haven't seen one of his acts since Take Luck, maybe. Whatever it's called.
Well, I encourage you. There's a bunch on Netflix. He's great live.
I'm going to do it.
Anyway, that's all I have. I have all of it given to you.
You've given it all.
Didn't we almost have it all?
Given you everything.
Some gave all. I just did.
What What song am I singing?
Oh, well, Kelley was just doing some.
No, I
some
know what he
deep
was
cut
doing.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
I think I was doing
Wasn't that a Spice Girls song, Amy, you were singing?
maybe or a Whitney Houston song. I'm not sure which one I was going for, but that's fine. It's like whatever.
Was it that song "Aimless" by the Direction people who don't have it?
That's a bad name for a song.
It is.
For a band.
What did you just say?
Was that song "Ramblin' Man"?
People are
By
going to
me?
think they are tripping balls right now. I hope if you're doing mushrooms, you're listening to this. I really, truly do.
It probably sounds normal to them.
Yeah.
And people who aren't tripping, like, what am I on?
What is
But
that?
no,
my God.
it's just
Ramblin'
us.
Man.
So
He makes a lot of
Making a
stops.
joke about us rambling.
yeah,
Then
Yeah,
I scratched
rambling,
my
man.
chest.
I've only been trying to move on to another point.
Okay.
Swear to God, Freddy Morris.
I support your movement.
I can't shut up
Bowel
about
movement?
the rehearsal.
Oh, the rehearsal's fun.
Oh,
And I don't know. I know, Andy, you haven't started it yet, right?
Probably not. See, here's the thing. People recommend shit all the time, but I'm just going to watch It's Always Sunny for the
I
fifth
know,
time again.
we're doing that too.
Except
I'm going to
now
go watch Veep again and again. Sorry.
I'm watching the Mick
I have
on
to
your
get through a rehearsal
recommendation.
before I do rehearsal.
I got you. Well, we have, okay, I think there's one episode left, and I think we have it. We just haven't watched it yet.
Cool.
It's Nathan Fielder's show on HBO Max. It is blowing my mind.
Oh, that's right. You told me about this.
I love it.
Sounds very high. Sounds too high concept for me.
Bill,
I'm a dumb-
our friend Bill, doesn't
I'm a
believe it's
dummy.
real. You're not a dummy, and
I
it's
don't know
not.
what it is. What
the
it is.
concept is not as. It's not. I mean, it's.
Oh,
more,
Colin also doesn't. He think it's any of the Nathan Fielder things are real.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it is.
I think it's.
But it's
I
fun.
do think there are elements of reality there.
I think it's brilliant no matter what.
But they are fun. It is brilliant. It is absolutely
If you-
brilliant comedy.
All of this is the incredible acting. Then, like, I'm just into it big time, and I'm very excited to watch it. And I think it's like really well done.
I know you've been recommending Nathan for me for a while, but then Colin was watching it, so I watched the episode with the Santa Claus.
Amy hasn't
that was
seen
really-
those yet, right?
It's really funny.
They are really funny. I just thought there's something like he comes off as maybe a good guy, but at the same time he also comes off as kind of a manipulative monster. So I like the ambiguity of it.
It's fun.
Yeah,
The Mick.
I know. The Mick is
You
good.
said.
Andy turned me on to the Mick, which is
A since canceled sitcom.
since can't see. I arrived at these things usually like I was just.
It was gonna, if you had just watched it,
Right.
then.
Well, no, actually, all the stuff I watch when it's on and I love gets canceled while I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I'm like, this is the greatest show on TV. Like Lodge 49, loved the show, 1 season, watched it religiously, waited for episodes to come out.
Stood in line.
Stood in line
For the coffee table book.
Yeah, and you know what happens? Some motherfucker cancels it.
I mean, I did
out
hear the
from
oven
under
beep,
me.
and I don't feel like you're taking that seriously.
It was a preheat.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So, Freddie, if you're the TV show curse guy, then can you start watching Tucker Carlson? Can you start
Freddie?
watching Sean Hannity? Then
No,
Well,
see,
the curse holds.
I have to legitimately enjoy it.
no, damn it.
And then we
can't
can't.
fake it.
That's the curse.
Then we
That
can't
is the
hang out
curse.
with them.
It's when I finally legitimately enjoy television. They're like, it's somebody who just deems the show as too weird or not weird enough, or derivative. Somebody at the network is like, this isn't making money. Oh, that's the one. They're like, it's not making money yet.
You don't make any sense right now, but I love you so much.
What I'm saying is, bad decisions were made for me. I am the victim of Lodge 49's cancellation. Me and people like me.
Agreed.
I
You are.
happened to turn on the Joe Bob Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2 yesterday as I was just chilling out. That remains a perfect movie. You can't convince me
Yeah.
otherwise.
I won't try to.
It's got everything. And it led me to this thing. I was like, Freddie, this is what I'm talking about. This is the movie that has the thing. And it finally occurred to me. It reminds me of None of My Own Pain. Nothing is touching any trauma in my life. I love this movie. Play it all the time.
Or it's handling all those things for you and you don't even realize it's carrying all that weight. But the thing about that movie is it has some legitimately great moments in it that the last time we watched it for the show, I was more laughing my ass off, because of all the absurd moments in it. But it really does have a lot of really good horror moments, like Nightmare on Elm Street-esque like sequences and the locker smashing scene and all that. It's good stuff. I love the where she would flash back to the high school in the 50s, and it was almost like a Silent Hill kind of thing vibe where everything was a little dirty and all the people were kind of grotesque. That was a nice touch for a movie from that era.
All the grotesque people. The grotesque people. I was trying to find a song to do that with.
Come and meet the grotesque people.
I found it. That works too.
I just go straight letter people.
What is what?
Oh, you said you found it.
Oh, I did. I did
okay.
the 5 years thing.
I
So
gotcha.
many grotesque people.
Okay, I'm into that. All right. I do want to read an email.
Read it.
You don't have to yell at me.
Oh, was that a yell?
I can't believe you just yelled.
Let me redo it again.
And okay. What do you want me to do? Okay.
I feel like a post-massage podcast is a very weird podcast. We're too relaxed.
We've done it before.
A Post Malone podcast.
A Post Malone.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place.
It's not you.
I got this actually right as we were about to record the last show, but all I said was, I don't have time to digest this. But thanks. So this is from Tim. It says, yo, it's Tim. Or Lausch, whichever. You mentioned ass ponies a few episodes ago. Gen X meet Gen X, I see you.
Yeah. I love that.
Though I consider myself more of like a zennial.
Well,
A very elderly millennial. A very young.
securely in Gen X, so
Whatever.
Yeah.
ass ponies rock.
I still have a CD of electric rock music somewhere in the garage. What's weird is my favorite song of theirs is a cover of Mr. Superlove by the real stars of 90s Cincinnati, Ohio rock, the Afghan Wigs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Another great band.
So I want to
They're
tell...
back together and touring from what I understand.
They are.
John Curley helped us with our album, our first album.
It helped my son with their stuff.
Yeah, good guy.
So I want to tell your younger listeners that 90s male self-hate rock was a little more noir murder ballad intense via the Wigs than Nirvana Nevermind. Will the sexual politics of the lyrics hold up after 30 years? Probably not. You guys are an institution, even if I don't shake a crab leg for the movies you're reviewing. Don't shake a crab leg.
That's an expression I'm not familiar with,
I've never heard.
but I like it.
Is that a good thing? Chicken and crab leg?
Well, I think he's saying he doesn't shake a crab leg, which means
Okay.
he doesn't like. So yeah, it would be a good thing to shake a crab leg, right?
Yeah, because crab legs are delicious.
If you say so.
That was a great snort there. Whoever did that,
It was real.
it was a real snort.
He says, I don't think you reviewed Nope on the main line or Patreon. Nope, we have not. He says, it ain't perfect, but there's a certain moment where I didn't know what I was seeing or hearing, and then I did, and I'm 50, and I don't know if it was the literal idea or the allegory, but my thought process was, what is this? Oh no, like I experienced true horror.
Yeah, man.
So I think you should cover that thing in the main feed with deep, rich, moist spoilers.
I loved it.
I so loved Nope. But I wonder, I don't know what this moment is. Tim, you gotta write me back and let me know. That you're referring
I
to.
want to get roped into Nope.
Shaking a crab is a thing, by the way.
Oh.
If you want to know what it is, just Google it. It has to do with shaking a crab. No surprises there.
And then he says, all right, let's get organized on Truth Social for the next one. But seriously, I'm worried. So yeah, that was from Tim. And I thought it was a hoot and a half.
That was, I hooted.
Any half.
More than half. More than a half.
Do you have some half and a half?
Do we have any other feedback?
I mean, probably. We're real bad at this, guys.
I will tell you that our friend John's movie, his directorial debut, because it's a horror movie, is premiering at Horror Hound. They're going to do a special screening of it. It's Cabin Girl. We have a version of it here to watch. We have not had the opportunity yet, but
same, yeah. We talked about it. It's on the docket.
Yeah, so I'm really pumped to see this with a crowd too, because I have no doubt it's good. John's other work is all excellent. So
John Wagner,
John Wagner's movie. If you're a fan of, he's worked on Cheap Thrills, Bone Tomahawk, Starry Eyes. If you're a fan of any of those and you're coming to Horror Hound Weekend, make sure you catch the screening. They're doing a special screening of Cabin Girl.
I'm excited. Happy birthday, by the way, to our friend and patron, Jeremy.
Yes.
Sweet Jeremy. Sweet Jeremy.
Birthday.
Deep dish pizza. Oh, we got to make you some of Alise's deep dish pizza. It's out of control.
It's keto, right?
It is.
And it's
so
deep
fucking
dish?
good. We got to make it for you guys. Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
It's like a full-on Chicago deep dish pizza.
I don't believe you.
Believe it.
All right.
Believe.
You say so.
I say so. Right. Jeremy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Our little boy's all grown up.
I know.
All right. Anything else?
No, I have nothing at all to say other than
this is a short one. Do we have anything else we want to yip yap about? Do we want to give the listeners more of our bodies and souls?
I think
let's wrap it up.
I think we got to top a can on.
It felt long.
Yeah. So, Kelley, do you want to tease your toppy top a can question?
No.
Okay.
You don't have
only because I haven't thought of one.
That's fine, and you don't have to.
I wanted it to sound like I was just like no, but
bitch.
That was a ruse. I just don't have one.
Reminder: patreon.com/OTLP.
Thank you for your support.
Thanks, guy. Oh, you're gonna say all the all the names
at Patreon. If you sign up at the Beelzebub level, we always say your name. We say hi to you. Sometimes we do some goofy shit. But don't always expect goofy shit. Sometimes it takes us a while to work through the list.
Sometimes we are just coming fresh off of a very relaxing massage.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is the relaxed list. You guys ready? Alise.
Oh, I can't wait to see you and massage you.
Lynn Walsh.
Hi, Lynn. You come from Lynn down under.
I thought you were going to say something really gross.
Alyssa.
I'll massage all you guys.
I think you're going to be like, I'll massage you down under.
Alyssa loved the beachy waves the other night on the meetup.
That would have been funny, though.
Branan and Emily. I'm saying it like this.
Hey, kids, do you like Primus?
Jeffel.
Do you want to see me?
Is it weird now?
Each one of my eyelids.
Dustin. I'm changing it up.
No, you went new metal.
Yeah. I don't like it, though. Iona Goodwin.
Iona great.
Dr. Brian.
What's up, Doc?
Bill, a.k.a. Jerk Bitch Boat.
Oh, I saw the baby hippo.
Isn't he cute? Little Fritz.
Yeah, he's adorable.
I saw the baby hippo.
And you saw no baby hippo.
Bill Farner.
I barely know her.
Blake.
What's up, Blake?
Mark Watts.
Clean your room, Mark. It's getting ridiculous.
Blayne. Yogurt.
Blayne, if I hear you speak back, I know he's not your real father.
To rev up. Jordache Jeans.
What's going on? Those tight?
Paul. Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Jeremy, we already talked about you, so whatever. Cassie and Gamora.
Hey.
You know I play a Jeremy. Ernie.
Hey, Ernie. I saw another Ernie Perez recently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie.
It was weird.
You can't be seeing other Ernie Perez's.
Yeah.
You guys haven't discussed that.
It was real. The name popped up on something we were watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, look, it's an Ernie Perez.
Dave Siebert.
Hi, Dave. I hope you're doing well.
Michael Burns.
Michael Burns, my Shora bro. Halle Drew bro.
Michael Third Degree Burns.
I like that.
That was enough jibber jabber nonsense for you?
And Monica.
What's up, Monica? How's your porg doing?
That sounded real inappropriate.
That
babe.
sounded threatening.
I don't like it.
You have a real nice porg.
Don't ask another woman how her porg is in front of me.
How's that porg?
Wait till Amy leaves the room.
Yeah, Freddie.
So thank you, and we're sorry. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
We did our best. Bye.
Yay. Bye.
Andy.
Bye, guys.
Frankenstein was wondering if he